Hello, 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 and welcome to Vlogmas Day 18. Today is Sunday, December the 18th. We are in our final week of this. We got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't know why I just sang it, but it doesn't matter. We're upside down today, and I'm going to try something since this is over on the right side of the painting, top right, so I'm upside down and on the edge. I'm going to try to have my craft mat not fall off so you're not blinded by the light today. I have no clue if this is color blocking, if it's confetti. I'm really hoping it's color blocking because I tried to do a triple video release today and it did not work. TikTok is out and I am just now getting to recording this. So I'm going to do my damnedest to get this out before midnight tonight because let's stop making habits of things. So without further ado, we're going to head on over to the time lapse, and I will see you back here in a few minutes. Yes, for the WIP Chat. Let's go. Oh, y'all, it is cold outside. I've had my hat on all day. Even when I'm inside, I got 3 heaters going. It's currently 34 degrees out. Oh my goodness. Now, as y'all know, I did film a TikTok completely earlier today. And I also got the stash video completely filmed. It's halfway edited. So it's about 6:45 at night. So I'm just going to jump into this as quickly as possible. Let me move these off to the side. Here we go. I know I will only be using the dark tray based on the colors that were left. Make it easy. I guess just jumping right into it. Man, we had some events today. Well, as y'all learned yesterday, my son's in town with my husband. My mom was back. And so last night, because it got below freezing, and I got to worry about Tiny Chicken's comb, Tiny Chicken is living in a cage inside the house. Currently in the kitchen with a heater focused on her. And that's fine. So we went ahead and went outside and grabbed one of her eggs. She had 15 outside. We're not going to eat these eggs. Not that it's waste or anything else. It's just these are her first eggs. And we want to get her into the laying habits, being comfortable and everything else. And eventually we'll give those eggs to the farm animals. I talked about that already. So we put that egg in her cage. And guess what she did? She laid another egg. My son comes in here while I'm sitting there filming the time lapse. Mom, how many eggs did we put in her cage? I go, we put 1. My youngest son, sorry. And I'm like, 1, why? And he goes, oh, she laid an egg. I go, that's good. That means she's comfortable. That's a good thing, son. So that happened. But before that, I spent half the day, well, not half the day, but a good hour this afternoon looking for a rabbit's nest. You know anything about wild rabbits? It's almost impossible to find their nest. Well, I also had 2 rabbits get loose. I would say probably August, September, whatever, not a big deal. They can't catch them. So I've been feeding them. They live wildly, but they still get food. I got hay laid out for them, so I basically treat my entire backyard like it's their pen. No big deal. I get freaked out when I don't see him for a while. Because, you don't want these dogs that people let their dogs roam the streets in this town. Well, you don't want these dogs, getting a hold of your rabbits. But they're pretty quick. Like I said, I can't catch them. Even with a net and everything else. We've tried cornering them, everything. Can't catch these 2 rabbits. Well, I'm sitting here. I had just finished filming the TikTok, and I go outside and go to start editing it. Yeah. I had heard squeaking while doing it, and sounds rabbit makes when they're in distress. It's like a squeal almost. And whenever I came outside to the squeal, one second. That was my 16-year-old coming in to grab his phone. It was charging on my charger. So I'm hearing this squeal outside while I'm trying to record. So when I finish recording, I do my editing while I have a cigarette break. Just get it all done. There is no real break, right? And I open the door. There is the outside cat, Meow Meow. We've talked about her. With something black in her mouth. She drops it, and it goes running. And then I realize it is, in fact, a baby rabbit. I don't know how old it is. I'm trying to judge based on the size, but it's really hard to tell. It's at least a few weeks because it can fit if it's in both hands, not just one hand. And I will show it to you after the reveal, because after spending about an hour and a half looking for the nest, and Rachel has run off at this point, the mama. And she's like, nope, you're not catching me. Nope. And I'm literally trying to give her back her baby so she can get her baby back to the nest. Yeah, she ran off. Horrible abandonment issues these rabbits have. well, if you know anything about rabbits, rabbits tend to protect the litter. Every man for himself. If you get out of the litter and out of the nest, the burrow, whatever they call it, right? You are on your own. And this is a cat went hunting them. And by the way, I followed that cat around too, seeing if she'd lead me back to the nest because I stole her treat. You know, could not find it. On the bright side, I've raised baby rabbits that Rachel abandoned before. I have raised baby rabbits that Mackenzie abandoned. So, right now, she is currently in a box next to me, or he, the male. He is currently in a box next to me. And he's doing just fine. Like, there's a hole in the box. He could get out if he wants to, but he's scared. And I got him some food there. I'm hoping he'll eat. If not, I'm going to... Well, not if not. Tomorrow. It's too cold right now. And I wasn't prepared to sit out there and watch everything. But so tomorrow, when I have a chance, I'm going to sit outside for about an hour and put him in Phoebe's cage. And I'm hoping Phoebe will adopt him. Basically, I need adult rabbits to teach him how to eat, you know? And when I put him next to Ross, because I did try to take him outside, see if the adoption process will work before I even, suggest that, right? So I take him outside, and I put him up to the cage. Mackenzie's trying to clean him through the cage. Phoebe's trying to clean him through the cage. Even Debbie. And Debbie's not even a full-blown adult technically yet. So they're all trying to clean him through the cage, and Ross is the one who roams free on the porch. Like, the porch is Ross and Popcorn's domain. The reason why Frank and Fred don't live on the porch is because Ross and Popcorn were mean and kept fighting them and kicking them off the porch. Those two own the porch. Okay, that's fine. So, I have 5 rabbits in cages and 4 rabbits loose. Well, 2 completely loose. The other 2 are technically pinned in on the porch. They can't get off. So, while I was out there, I put him up next to Ross, and I stepped back. I stepped back maybe about 2 feet, and Ross starts cleaning him. I go, okay. Worst case scenario, absolute worst case scenario, Ross will adopt him. I don't want to do that because you can't do free roam that young. Where's the L? Because of cracks and stuff like that. I don't have the porch protected for that. But that's what we're going to try tomorrow. We're going to try to get one of the other rabbits to adopt him, to give him the best chance he possibly can. He is old enough to eat. He is old enough to chew solid food. The problem is it doesn't look like he was taught. But that was our main event today. Besides, of course, me trying to teach my youngest son how to edit. I was like, I need you to do me a favor. I want you to do the visuals. And it made sense. And about halfway through it, I'm sitting there going, Distracted by Diamonds doesn't really need visuals. Diamond Art Club doesn't really need visuals. What really need visuals is stuff like Craftably. Not the one in the box, but the ones in the tubes, because of how they start putting the sticker on the top of the tubes. And Dreamer Designs, because they put the photo on the bottom of the box. And when you're using this camera right here, which with a wide angle may widen the shot, it's still only, right now, about just under 2 feet away from the table. And I don't have the setup for that, unless I chose not to record on the table. But it was so much because of everything on the floor. Literally, I pulled out the entire stash. And the stash is just under 60 paintings. I think I calculated it to be 56. So I was like, okay, so we can't do it on the floor. And we have just this much space. So I had to tilt the paintings. You'll see. The stash video will most likely be up if it's not up tonight, which I doubt because I'd want it up at a decent time, like 10 p.m. or something like that. If it's not out tonight, so if it's not out by the time y'all receive this, it'll be out tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. my time. Because literally all that's left is the editing and visuals, and there's so much visuals that I want to sit there and do. And because even if, so DAC, right? DAC, you get the image on the box, right? Those I don't have to do major visuals. I just need to sit there and put in the availability, like if you can still get it, and I need to get the size and all that because I didn't mention the size during the video. And at one point I was going speed round. Well, because of the fact that's why you end up with hour-long stash videos is people will go through all the details. And I did do that at the beginning, but I was like, if we're going to be sitting here all day doing this, I won't be able to do anything else for the day. And like I said, today was supposed to be triple video day. No matter what, it had to be double video because I set a schedule for both the TikToks and Vlogmas, and I'm not going to sit there and push myself too far an extent. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Too far that I won't be able to get those scheduled ones out, like the ones that I have made, try to get out regularly, and I did not want Vlogmas out at 1:30 in the morning, which I'm really hoping that it was high def process because I decided just to schedule it. I saw that it was going to have so much time to upload, so I scheduled it for about 20 minutes afterwards. Because lately, like the past few days, HD processing has been like super quick. It's just the SD process or the upload that's been taking forever. So I don't know if it's because I'm uploading consistently or it's that late night upload. So it's like, oh, we're not in peak. It could be the fact that it's weekend. I don't know. I just know that it was just going faster the past few nights. So I just prayed that it went faster. So I have no clue if it released high def or not. But I also figured that it doesn't get views in the first hours because of how late they go up. That if it was stuck in SD processing or high def processing, then it's not a big deal for those first few hours. My husband stepped in to talk to me, asked me his opinion about the stocking stuffer we talked about doing. It's stupid. So he and I both always run out of lighters because we're both smokers, and I go, you need to go get lighters so we can put them in the stockings. And so he comes in and he goes, do I put them in every stocking? I go, they're for us. And he goes, oh. I'm like, we're not giving our kids lighters. Oh my goodness. And if you're wondering about that recording light that we've talked about, with everything that was going on yesterday, I did not have time to do it, but I did get the vinyl, so I will be able to do it. So I will be designing that later. In fact, I might do it while this is rendering if I'm not editing the stash video, or I'll do it while this is uploading or something, because I've been multitasking a lot, like crazy. In fact, half of the stash video was recorded while Vlogmas yesterday was rendering and uploading, if not more than half. I did a lot of it then. And so it's like, I should never put myself in this position, but this is just pure ambition at this point. But I'm also trying not to burn out, because that is a severe risk. And that's why you don't see a lot of Vlogmases actually ending, where they just get cut off halfway through. Like, I am really far into Vlogmas, so now we can't quit. We can't quit, But a lot of people you see them do like the first half of Vlogmas and then never hear from them again until like January. And that could be one of two reasons. It could be burnout, or it could be the lack of views. It's not like Vlogmas has a lot of views, but since, yes, I will do shameless shit for views, but I'm not in it for the views. I'm in it for basically holding myself accountable, my mental health, we've been over it. No need to repeat it over and over again. Like beating a dead horse at this point. But what I'm saying is my sole purpose isn't just the views. Here, let's do, where's it at? Let's do the greens real quick. Finish this green section out. I have no clue how much I left over for this. I wasn't really calculating it. I just kept going, and then I looked, and the time lapse was like 225 or something like that, and I'm like, okay, that's enough to bring down in size that hopefully the WIP Chat isn't stupid long, which I've done that before to where it was like a 3 or 4 hour, no, like a 3 hour, not 4 hour, but like a 3 hour time lapse, and then I go to do the WIP Chat section, and there's just like so much confetti that it ends up being a 45-minute WIP Chat, and that's what I'm afraid of. That's why I'm like, let's just jump right into it. Let's just do it. Just throw it. Y'all remember that meme? I've never been a meme person. But there's certain things that just transcend the meme community and just become part of internet culture. And yes, it's weird sitting there saying that. Ooh, I forgot. It's weird saying that in the diamond painting world because it doesn't seem like the diamond painting world is a lot about internet culture. At the same time, what I'm thinking internet culture, it could just be Twitch and gamer culture, which, let's be honest, gamer culture is a big part of the internet. So, and a lot of like today's slang and everything else just as kids and which, so speaking of kids, I was trying to get my son's help today because the main thing that's going to put off the stash video is thumbnail. I will not release without a thumbnail, and I really liked my thumbnail for the Black Friday haul. I liked my thumbnail for the unboxing, but the unboxing was never, like, unboxing Magic Potion, that was, I took a concept after the fact because my original idea just didn't work. The reason why my original idea didn't work is because I haven't seen the size of my hips and my ass lately, and I didn't like it, and I was wearing pajama pants, and pajama pants make your butt look even bigger, and so I went from one idea to what y'all ended up getting. My original idea was to be laying down next to the painting so you could see how long it was, but what happened was every time I took a picture, all I could see is the size of my ass. And like my ass was taking over the picture. It's not even like me being biased. That's seriously what was going on. And when I tried to lay on my back, which was the original one, my hips took over the picture. I'm like, oh my god. So instead of having my, my curves, my newly found curves, take over a picture, I'm like, okay, let's go back to the drawing board. Let's think. And Sam had been begging me to use impact font for the longest time. So that's how you ended up getting that thumbnail. And so I had this thumbnail idea for the stash video. I'm not going to tell y'all about it because it's still in my head and I'm not really processed on it. But if I can do it, I think it might look great. But it requires help. It requires somebody else taking the photo, which is a big thing because usually I do everything by myself. That's the thing, is all my content creation in recent years have been 100% me. Yes, I may get help and suggestions and ideas from my mods on streaming, and, there are, like, outside influences that way, but when it comes to actual, like, production and execution, it's been me ever since the swatting. So I figure I have Josh here, I have my husband here, and so why don't I just take advantage and have them help me with the production? That's why when I was trying to get Josh down here, because he's been learning Photoshop and Premiere in school to help with the editing, Michael was looking at me like, why don't you ask me? So I started teaching Michael some of Photoshop, which I'm self-taught, so I don't know everything. And he was willing to help. And if I can, find another way to spend time with Michael with all the things going on with him and his emotions and his hormones and why won't you get off my pen, then maybe I should teach him how. And when I get the second computer up, maybe he can do that on that computer, or the laptop should actually be able to handle a lot of things. I just don't give the laptop enough credit. Because, history of me and laptops. I bought a gaming laptop several years ago, and it broke, and I pay for the insurance, so I came back, replaced it. That was no longer available. The next one up was a $200 difference, did that. And like once a year, I was spending $200 for the next biggest model of gaming laptop. By the end of it, I had like a $2,000 laptop, if not more. And it was literally only paying the difference all the way up. But I let that 2 years pass without an issue, and now that laptop is ancient. And so when I got this one, I spent $600 on it, but the specs are good because I'm not stupid. I paid attention to the specs. It really shouldn't have been $600. It should have cost more. I don't know why. Besides the fact of it not being, I think it was an old model. But I was looking for a laptop for my mom, and she goes, I just need something that I can do my taxes on because my mom's a tax preparer. I need something for work. And when I saw the RAM, and it only has 500 gig space, and I think that kind of helped with it being a lower price, So when I saw that it had 16 gigs of RAM, it has a Ryzen 7, and it's got a Radeon graphics card or something like that. I don't know what graphics card it has, but I was like, that would actually be good for processing and everything. So yeah, I think you should get that. And I'm sitting there, and I take her to the store to get it and everything. And then 10 minutes later, when we get back to the house and I've looked at it, I ordered me one online, like to pick up at Best Buy the next day. So basically, it was like such a good laptop for the price, I couldn't pass that up. Hold on. That is now 3 different people. Yes, that has confirmed that while this is rendering, even though I want to edit the stash video will be coming out at 8 a.m. tomorrow instead of 8, or definitely instead of 8 p.m. tonight because it's 7 p.m. now. But yes, 8 p.m. tomorrow because I have to go on the Cricut and cut out the word recording and make my little light because I can't do this anymore. I can't have people they don't even knock, and when they do knock, they don't wait for a response. They don't hear that I'm talking, and they just open the door. So it's like, I get you're trying to be respectful, but you want to sit there and ask me something, and at the same time, during the day, I could hear the echo go off because it makes that noise, but I couldn't hear what it was saying because it was at volume 1. So, and I know, looking back in the history, my mother was asking me if we had something. So, that I can help because of the fact that I can turn the volume down, but I can't stop the door issue. And for those thinking just lock the door, it's not that type of doorknob. So, and with the fact that I have the bathroom right here in this room and the back door, that if they need anything, like if they need to use the restroom or if they need to go out back, they do have to walk in. So it's not really that as an option of locking the door. But who knows? I need to get it up, and if I get it up, if I make it tonight, there will be a TikTok about it tomorrow. Period. Which means I got to get it quiet enough in here to sit there and record that section. And so it comes around full circle. We are almost done with this. See, look, I misjudged it again. I'm like, oh, it'll only be like a 10-15 minute WIP Chat. I think we've been talking for about 25 minutes. I don't know. That's based on my judgment, and I think some of it wasn't recorded, which will be hilarious. You'll just see a jump. Because I'm having issues with the pause button. I'm not clicking it right. What I need to do is I need to get a mouse for my laptop to make it easier, because it's that touchpad. Okay. H. I was so worried I was going to run out of this color the other day. I looked in my stash of extras. I didn't have any, and I'm like, oh no. And then I was reaching for another color out of the bags that are in this box up here, and I noticed one that said 31 on it, because I write all the numbers on them to make it kit up easier. There is a video of me kitting up Cauldron of Myrrh, I think, on my channel. If I remember, I'll link that in the eye, but it'll show you that I write all the numbers down, like the order, on the bags. So like this one's 31. And even if I only pour one bag into the little thing to kit up, I write it on every bag, and it makes it easier when I go to order them, because I do that and then I order them and then I start snipping. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, thank goodness, because the reason why I save my drills, my Diamond Art Club drills, only my Diamond Art Club drills, the reason why I save those is just in case I run out. Yes, they have the oops protection and everything else, but I don't feel like waiting for something to be shipped to me. However, with how things are going lately, to where I am doing multiple WIPs at one time, if I'm not doing content on that WIP, I don't see it as an issue. So now it's like they're saved just in case it's one I'm doing content on, because then I really don't have the time to wait. Like, could you imagine if I ran out of H right now with 6 drills left right there? It'd be like, I'd be SOL. And I'm like, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to finish this square later. No. And then come back in a few days, and every H that I hadn't laid, I'd have to sit there and take note of, and then go back. And I mean, I guess it would make for content, wouldn't it? Jeez, I'm not thinking big picture here. No, I'm not. I poured way too much out. Why'd I pour the whole thing? It's not gonna bite me in the ass, though, like it normally does, because there's no other drills on the table, except for what's already in the containers. Woohoo! Woohoo! Either way, I'm going to take this opportunity to thank everyone for watching my videos, for liking my videos. I appreciate any comments that come up on my videos. I still have to reply to one. I forgot to, because that's the way my ADHD brain works. But I will reply to you, Diamond Nana. I will. It was Nana, right? Oh no, now I feel like an asshole. And it's not like I can take it back, because I do one-take content, and there's no choice. With this type of content, unless I decide to pick every drill I just placed up down, or pick it back up and pick every drill I just placed down up, there we go, then it's like, okay, you have to do it in one take. You have no choice in the matter. So, and even then, like, when I've been doing the past few days, I don't even pause for spills. I don't pause for anything. I just pause for whenever I have to get up, or somebody comes in the room, or I have to take a phone call. Yeah. Okay. Are y'all ready for the reveal? This reveal is going to be a pain in my ass. Let's go. Oh, look at that. Pretty much smooth. I kind of went along the painting this time. You sit there and make sure that they were popped in, so I wouldn't be like last minute trying to find them all again. Okay. So we're going to do this easy, to where I don't even have to turn the light off. Slide in there. slide this underneath. Okay, my gummy bear back. Where is my little thingy? If you notice, I keep it rolled. Oh, you can't see that. There we go. I keep it rolled up right here to make it easy and fit on the table between my light and my camera mount. Camera mount. Why are you off? I think I lost my little knife. I don't know how I could have lost it. Whoa, I almost dropped things too. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I do have scissors here though, so making sure I didn't pause the video because it fell on the laptop. So with these scissors, we're gonna just cut along this. Okay, place that back down. Turn you around. You can see day 19 for tomorrow. It's right there in the middle. Oh, that's gonna be confetti. I know it is because it's part of the Christmas tree. Okay, y'all ready for the reveal? Here we go. It's a snow-covered tree branch. Go away. And the top of what looks like to be a barn. Oh, I love it. It's beautiful. Beautiful. There's our last day right there. So, just to give you a little preview here, we got day 19 right here. Day 20. 21 is down here. 22 is still rolled up. Then 23 is next to 19. So, we are coming along. We should have... It's going to be a fun week. Seeing the final views of it all. There. Sorry, I'm trying to get it rolled back up so I can put it back in view. Okay, y'all. Now, I did promise y'all one thing. One thing. Ignore the fuzzies on the back of this camera. Did promise y'all one thing before we ended this, and I said I'd do it after the reveal. I'll show you... Oh, the baby. Oh, he says, see, it looks like a little black ball of fluff. Yes. He should be fine. If you look at the size... Hold on. He's like, really? You moving me? Trying to put him up against the thing. He's about 7.5 inches long. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 inches wide, just under it. So he is a few weeks old. He should be able to eat solid food. And I do have a little solid food in his box. And I am keeping him in because it was 34 when I started this WIP Chat. It's currently 33. He is solid black except for his feet. He doesn't like this. He doesn't like this. See his little feet? I can't tell if they're brown or white. His daddy's brown, though. Look at those little teeth. Did you see his little teeth? Oh, no, that's his bottom of his mouth, which is white. He's so precious. So precious. Scared to death, though, so I'm going to put him back in his box. You go back in your box? Oh, now he's moving around his box. He likes his box. Okay. Well, I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to get this up. Hopefully it'll be up at a decent hour. Oh my goodness. And I will catch y'all tomorrow with the next Vlogmas, day 19. So don't forget to subscribe down below and ring the bell. Like the video if you enjoyed what you saw and heard and all that fun stuff. And leave a comment. Tell me hi. I greatly appreciate your comments, and I greatly appreciate all the engagement. Till then, tomorrow, you will have that stash video. I'm out of here. Bye.